Nipsey got me on this bullshit again. Freddie got me on this shit. Freddie been in my house. I've been had him here for about almost a month now. Nipsey be helping me find the goddamn maskers. Look, then I'm gonna do this. Freddie got an attitude. Cause I done brought some more to Atlanta with the breast and eyelid. What? Yeah, Freddie got an attitude, man, because I done had other folks in here. You see, I got my pendant wise necklace on. I done had goddamn his buddy Jason and shit and said that I acting like I'm hating on the player and don't want to have him up on the camera. Goddamn. Him and Nip, Queen Drill, is in this bitch. He said they all down here in Atlanta. Freddie said he here. He is in the goddamn cutting and dissecting, doing anatomy and physiology and autopsy moves and taking motherfuckers to the graveyard. Through the park and through the water, over the river and through the woods, through Grandmama house we go. I done told y'all, they told me the other night, these mermaid spirits loose, the queen of the south, all these demonic merman and mermaid spirits is loose in this water, especially water inside of the state park and federal parks where ethnic people had native, indigenous people, Mexican Indian, black Indian, white people mix with Indian and black and Latin and Asian blood. All of them, their blood running low. Particular DNA, particular mixtures, blood types is low, goddammit. So if you don't want to go to the Red Cross, bitch, the Red Cross is coming for your motherfucking ass. They will come to you and find you wherever you are, because there are a lot of black magic and occult rituals you have to understand. All of the people here and all around the world before slavery, before the indigenous people were taken, because there are certain white people that's on the menu to be ate up and put on the smorgasbord too now, goddammit. The rituals that they did were good magic as well as black magic. All of those rituals are coming back up in the blood of all the sacrificed people. Those people are waking up and rising up out of the blood, out of the ground. The blood is crying out and leaking through the soil and the grass and the water. They're rising up. While on top of that, you have people in control that are doing occult magic to call that blood back up, to call new blood sacrifice and sacrificing of children through sex magic and satanic human sacrifice. They are calling them, so when you feel your ancestors calling you to the park, calling you to the water, calling you to the mountains, calling you to the trees, calling you to camp out in cabins, this is totally normal. However, the way they have flipped it during this Jason period, Freddie told me it's a trick. We waiting to eat your ass. Freddie said he gets off on human sacrifice. It's freeing, it's cleansing, it's liberating. To be close to someone, to take their soul out their body and to cut and snatch their heart out and eat it while it's still beating in your fucking hand. This is freedom to suck the soul, to suck the life, to soul snatch, to body snatch. And then it goes into a higher realm of organ trafficking, which is a multi-billion-dollar business. He said, I love eyes. I love to feel and see the fear in the eyes before I put the lights out and take them and go through the heart. I love to drink the blood. So they have to take a certain organ. They have to eat it. They have to take the eye. They watch the light go out the eye. They have to drink a certain amount of blood. And to sex traffic it and share it with the group. Just like this girl they done found that was from Lithonia up there in that park, that 18-year-old girl. I hate to tell y'all that that girl knows some of her killers. There were women involved and there were men involved in shooting that 18-year-old girl, Tori Lane, at that park down here in Gwinnett County. And for some reason, I don't know why, that had to do with something like a past relationship, a love triangle. There was older women involved, younger women involved, some men she knew she could have had a sexual relationship with one of them, as well as the man had a sexual relationship with someone else that was involved in that killing. This was some type of revenge, not wanting to let go, or back and forth, or off and on. And there are children involved. Either somebody was pregnant. If she wasn't pregnant at her death, and I see she had head trauma and head injury. Yes, I'm talking about the white lady at Piedmont Park too, with the dog stab, both of them. See, there was something about that lady's energy and blood, and the mixtures of her blood and her blood type. They wanted that. She was strategically stalked and murdered in Piedmont Park, and she was known. She had been watched, that was plotted, some random, some not, okay? That girl, Tori Lane, the 18-year-old, had them tats on, and one was a Roman number tattoo. She was not pregnant at the time she was shot out there. She had not been pregnant before by this person. There's somebody close to her that was also pregnant right now, and also have a baby. It's more than one person. It's a group of people involved, and all of them are not strangers. She keeps talking about an app on her phone. An app, I was talking on the app. Somebody got an Apple computer too that she was talking to and riding with, and they said her car, she said her car is blue, but it don't look like a car. I don't know what this is, a car, a little station wagon or something like that. Tori, her car, she said, my car blue. I had them in my car. There was a lot of people. It was a group of people involved. This was not no one person shot that girl at that park. She had just graduated from high school, and they keep mentioning 5 points. 5 points. 5 points would also be a 5-point pentagram. 5 points would also be the connecting center downtown Atlanta, where you get on the model train station to go 5 points. They also mention Midtown. Midtown, New Moreland Avenue, Atlanta, and 5-point train. So I wondered if some of these killers ride the model train and the model bus and go through the connector on 5 points to get out here or meet that girl, and then or she picked them up. Was they riding, joyriding in that car? Because I think that car, her car is missing, and she told me the car is blue, or the whatever, how the car shaped or something. They was in there. I see somebody was smoking in there, getting high. I don't know if she also smoked, drinking, because one of the people that was with her said they had to pee. I don't know if they got out, hung at that park, but they shot her, smoked, drank, used the bathroom out there, as well as she said she had to use the bathroom. And I see, I haven't gotten too deep in this. I just got a little bit to come back just to tell y'all about it, because this is just so heartbreaking to me. They said that the girl was the only child close to her mom and daddy, but the mama keep coming up. She keep bringing her mama up. So I wonder, was she that close to her mama? This is a relationship also. Somebody involved in her killing was involved in getting in a relationship, getting out of the relationship, want to use her for sex, use it for drugs, sex addiction, drug addiction, also gang activity. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's groups of people and somebody involved in Tori Lane killing, either from out of state or travel, is on paper, have been when police trouble, legal trouble before, are on it now, being watched now. And I keep seeing a dark-skinned boy. Got something to do with this as well. It's older and younger people, but really bothers me is why do I see these older women that are mothers? Women with children. These are not just young people her age of 18 that know who did this, got something to do with this, and somebody Tori was meeting and talking to. And it was drama and chaos in love relationship. There was a love triangle here that led to this. I wonder, Lord have mercy, was somebody jealous of that girl? Was a guy messing with her and another girl? Had there been a previous fight, argument, and confrontation? And the jealousy over that girl led to violence against that girl, because for some reason I just don't feel that this was a completely random murder act towards Tori laying out there in that park. And she just crying, and she keeps calling somebody named T. I don't know if it's somebody else she know that also had a T name, or T in one of their names, as well as a C. A guy Cecil C something. His name has a C in this, and there are also people that were involved in liking to kill. Serial killers, black people that are serial killers. And they also mentioned to me, let me tell you something that I think is weird, and it may not be connected. Two things. A friend of mine was devastated, text me last night, we talked on the phone. He said, damn, Alexis, you just said this. His cousin, 19 years old, was down there at Lake Alatoona yesterday with his male friends. Some white guys that's close to him and some black guys. They was hanging out in a boat down there at Lake Alatoona, Georgia, which is surrounded by a big old state park and also federal park. They filmed it and was up there on Facebook filming it. This nigga right here. The 19-year-old, see, they done called him out there. Them spirits of his ancestors and the ones that do Druid rituals on top of that to lure people to their ancestors to hook up at the park, was down there on a boat drinking, filming the shit, then backwards flipping into the water. Lake Alatoona is big and it's beautiful. Get back in the boat, dive in again. When his cousin called me, he said he just died 5 hours ago from diving in and out of Lake Alatoona down there at that big old state park / federal park. I said, oh my God. I looked, I said, you couldn't warn him. He said, we weren't that close. He didn't listen. He was a daredevil anyway, and I didn't know he was going down there till I was told he was down there and dead. This was last night. This happened yesterday, before it got too dark. I Googled it and looked at Lake Alatoona in Georgia. Beautiful place. This place is huge, like I told y'all. It's going to be a big place like that where all that water, which is where the mermaid spirits will be and summon you down, lure you down there, lullaby you down there, along with mixing with the blood of your ancestors that's already used to live there, worship there, do rituals, and is dead and was massacred on that property. He's the only one that died. And then his cousin told me, you know, his 3-year-old sister died a long time ago. So now they together. When he was little, his sister died. Then I said, this is he died. Then somebody told me, the girl told me, my son told me a few hours ago, he said, Mama, they done found this black woman in Atlanta cut up. Said with some organ missing, eyes missing, or eyelids missing. I said, baby, I just tried to warn people. Nipsey was telling me about this. He started telling me about this at the beginning of July when I started telling y'all Jason was in the Jason period. I knew all these characters play a role, and what I like about Freddie. Freddie deals with, like all of them do, zones, states, and jurisdictions. and said, we are in Atlanta, we're in this jurisdiction, and for y'all that didn't see it, mysteriously, a lot of my shit was getting erased. February, I think February the 3rd, 2019, the Super Bowl was here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I also did a reading on Wendy Williams because the being came down here with the group from New York, LA, come down to Atlanta Entertainment to be at the Super Bowl ritual. He got my address, the motherfucker came over here to my goddamn house and walked down through the woods and shit. They were at the Mercedes Stadium, and he said they were doing the Baphomet ritual, opening the death ritual. There's a lot of human sacrifice, sex magic, and child sacrifice ritual killing during the Super Bowl of 2019. That was in February, and I said they were moving through hip-hop, killing all the straight, real men that wanted to deal with family structure in hip-hop starting February, Super Bowl 2019. A month later, they assassinated Nipsey Hussle. Look at this period. We in the Jason period. Also told me a dirty nun that's up with this is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is an evil nun that was dealing with child trafficking and getting people diseases and shit and getting millions of dollars off of it while she watched these people suffer, if that's a damn she. And act like she was about to poor people, but the more she was around them. See, you have to watch preachers and teachers and people that pray for you and shit. The more they pray for you, the more fucked up your life get. Because that means they are stealing your star. They're stealing your soul. They're doing demonic shit on the low, setting you up for some bad shit to happen to you so they can soul snatch your motherfucking ass. Mother Teresa, him, Fauci, same way, helped come up with the HIV. Jim Jones, they said, Freddie told me you also need to watch these rappers that name after killers. Because it's a horror flick, it's a real entity, an extraterrestrial and a demon inside of the character for the movie. They said they down here in Atlanta and they down here right now at the Mercedes Stadium. They're also going to come through these preachers or these rappers acting like preachers and teachers like they under Jesus, that Jesus is a God, but that Jesus is another God that they call that you don't know, that help them snatch your soul, don't help you. Look at who is at the Mercedes Stadium right now. I'm not going to call no name, and you see who he connected to, and you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about, because he's there during this Jason period. They're soul snatching, doing rituals for blood. They like Pooh Shiesty now, goddammit. They getting it back in blood. Okay. Look at who's living at the Mercedes Stadium right now, doing their album and shit, and they finna tie that Jesus shit in it. Not the real Yahshua, but the one they trying to. Yeah, but look at who he tied to. You see what I'm saying? And they mama. I did the reading. The mama got. The video got erased. The mama said that he had sacrificed her. People try to tell, oh, he already had money. I'm not saying he didn't, but he got bigger money, really shot up, and got with the other God that was focusing on the whole after that right there. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. See, you have to look at the timing of things, because people that's inside that industry deal with people like this. Deal with entities like that, and they have to give them blood. They have to, yes, Indigo, and it's the same one, the same stadium that the Super Bowl was done at February 19, 2019, when I said the murder spirit of the rappers was moving from Atlanta, New York, LA, and back down from LA to New York, Atlanta. They were finna start killing them and replacing them with gay ones that look real and look straight, but they not. They got a booty agenda, a booty agenda, a booty gina, a man gina. They is mermens. To lure them boys in and destroy them all and make them lovers of themselves and feel like they women. Like Lil Nas X with his baby daddy greased up with Vaseline. Hot got Vaseline walking through his new Chang Yang video. You see what I'm saying? He's telling he's telling me about this girl. They're gonna find out who some of the people was involved in this 5 points which would also be the Baphomet pentagram, the death points, the satanic rituals moving through the 5 points of Atlanta. And these motherfuckers be on these trains and ditching these cars and changing cars and stealing cars, parking on the side because I'm hearing somebody, male and female, inside that girl called Tori. You know, oh, I hope they find out who did that to that goddamn little girl. Because it was I don't know why, but they keep saying to me, there's something sexual, there's someone she knew, and there's a love triangle, and there was jealousy towards her. Somebody wanted her dead. And this was not just random, even though there are black serial killers loose here, doing human sacrificing and enjoying and dissecting these women. They are on assignment. They are on assignment to come here and do this type of thing. And I will tell you, for all of you racist people, if you think these are all white men going around killing these black women, cutting them up, you're wrong. I'm sorry to disappoint you. There are black people doing this kind of thing. There are black men that hate women, that are doing this to sell their soul, to move up in the satanic arena, and they want to do this, as well as traffic the little children and transport them in and out of Atlanta through these trucking companies, these cars underneath. You said WSB just did a story on a possible serial killer in the South Bridge. Oh, Jesus. Do you see what I'm saying? Did they say what the killer looked like, or the race, or what I'm telling you? These people don't work alone. They got a whole group that's moved through here. There's a couple of groups. Some of them run through gangs and organized crime, drug trafficking, sex trafficking, and music. The rap industry, music, just in looking for these young girls. That, like, somebody had also talked to that girl and promised her some kind of stardom or money or job opportunity. There's more than one person involved. It's 2 or 3 groups I saw here with arguing, jealousy, and competition around her. Don't drop your phone, T.E. Goddammit. So Jay Stone and Roddy Ricch related. Can you believe that? Yes, I can. You know, rats in the middle. You know, it's always something in the middle. If you pitting, you're burning both ends against the middle. You see what I'm saying? We're going to watch their careers and see where they go, since they did that to Nipsey as well. Also men and females involved, and who did that to Nipsey. See, why you think I'm saying I'm going to light my candle? I'm saying I'm going to do that because, Lord God, up in heaven, have mercy. I didn't want to do this, but, you know, like I said, he had a tube. This one done got an attitude, because I've been sitting him in here, and he wants to goddamn talk. He said, didn't I tell you this was coming up in the forest? I got the map. I got the big map. Well, you have to understand, if they physically die or raise up, that's because it was part of their contract. They didn't know. If they raised up through the highways, byways, and past their actions involved in some killing and some sacrifice, they got them. And this is blowing my mind, because Nipsey kept telling me to tell you that this was coming, about these parks in the water, just like somebody sent me an email, said the Gulf of Mexico is still burning. I told them that is one of the CERN portals. That's a portal of light energy for the Baphomet and for all of those demons under the sea, connected to the Bermuda Triangle, Gulf of Mexico, Nevada, Arizona, Las Vegas, Afghanistan. They don't release them out of Afghanistan. They release them out of Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, Iran, Iraq, and Egypt, going into Europe. They'll release them. You have a top and a bottom, and then going up in NASA. When they keep sending the rockets up there, you notice they'll report more ET activity. You also need to look at the Anunnaki, because we're related to a lot of them and those from Pleiades and Orion's belt that's opened up Sirius Stargate system, Andromeda, Aphrodite, Horus, and then Ptah coming. You know, it's so, y'all better do prayers for protection right now, because they're doing prayers against your protection. And the places where you're supposed to build sanctity and security, that's where you're going to be drawn to and helped at, because you have a higher level of prayer and a lower level of prayer. And these people, have you noticed when they do this, they be protected? Why? Because they do their prayer rituals for protection that they hide from you. So they belong to your answer, and they flipped them and took them from you. It doesn't matter if the Anunnaki are here and you're not calling them and you're not asking them for protection. They're not going to protect you, because the ones that call them is blocking it. They're blocking it, and they're going to look out for themselves, and they're not going to look out for you. I don't used to come on this early because I just be waking up. You know, I am a night person. But these spirits over here and Nipsey, I don't know why they telling me as opposed to telling someone that they love and that worship them. You see what I'm saying? They go both sides too. Just like you might see a Crip with a Blood. You might see maybe a GD with a BD. See, they're crossing lines now. They'll talk to people that might not be with what they with or own what the fuck they own. They like coming over here. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all. Goddamn, right when I'm lighting it, it done froze on me. It done froze on me. Y'all better call them. Y'all better goddamn call them. You right, Lady Pump. I don't know who hijacking it, but somebody is hijacking it. And please don't want me to tell you that's fine, because you know what, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that I wasn't gonna be able to stay too long anyway. So it's okay. I can't keep talking because I wanted you to see I have to do the offering. So I'm gonna try to come back in.